What's up, guys? I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brittany.
We're back at you with Wallace Farm and Sawmill. And we got some news for you that I'm going to put in the beginning of this video. And I gotta quit pointing because people say that's rude. Alright, so I'm just pointing at things. I'm not pointing at people or telling you go do I'm just saying that this is what we're working on. I don't know.
You're such a rude guy.
I know. I've been told twice now I'm rude in the comments for pointing. It's like it's a board. I'm just showing you. Okay, anyway. Guys, check this out. I'm not going to point. I'm going to direct the camera here. Wallace Farm and Sawmill. Go around back here. There you go. Wallace Farm and Sawmill. I'll turn around and get another one in a minute. This is mirrored because of what I've got going on with the camera right now. But anyway, guys, we're back at you. The link to that will be in the description below. You can order those through Bonfire. We got ours in 7 business days?
Yep, 7 days.
7 days. So anyway, guys, those are really nice shirts. They're high quality. They're screen
nice.
printed. It's none of the stuff on top. It's actually like inked in there. It's really nice stuff. Anyway, guys, today we're going to be working on something different. What are we doing today, Britt?
We are actually where you guys want us to be, over here at the circle mill, and we're going to be cutting some cypress.
All right, let me turn you around and show you what we got going on. And like she told you, we're over here at my circle saw. Mr. Charlie's going to be back again this week on Friday. It's Thursday afternoon. I'm revving up to start on my custom cut portion of the week. And I'm at the circle sawmill because Mr. Charlie's going to want some of these to be made into beams with circular figure. He wants circle saw pattern and all that. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of these guys laid up here. Those two will be easy to cut on the rear. This one will be a little bit bigger, so I have to kind of be careful with that. Size-wise, I'll have to make sure we can get it up there without much skimming. So we're going to put those over on the carriage, and then we're going to slip them down through here. Some of the people asked us, why have we not been running the circle mill as much? Well, the LT15 was brand new, and it's wide, and it does a lot of things. But when we built this sawmill into here, or rather, years ago when my grandpa set this place up, you see this dust pit he built in? He built this with like 2 feet of concrete. It's like a really big, thick, 8 foot deep to here. Then it slants out as it goes up and out to there. The only trouble with that was, and he had trouble with this, I remember as a kid, was this thing, no matter what you do, I have no water out here. But I guess the water that leaches into the sawdust, inevitably it winds up down into the pit below. And that chain drag system's always an aggravation due to that water being in there. If you're running constantly every single day, yes, you can keep up with it. But if you don't run this thing for a week, I mean, you're going to be left with this big watery mess. So, I got an idea. My big idea is, I'm about to take this thing out of this building. So, for the ones that don't know, this sawmill right here has been on this, there's been 3 sawmills on my property, or 3 locations of the sawmill on this property through the years, and this is just the final location, the one that I grew up it being here and at. This is where I worked with my grandfather at it, but he moved it a couple times as he upgraded things. He thought this dust pit was a great idea, and I remember him being kind of aggravated with the sawdust situation after the fact and the water. So my big idea is right back behind me, over in that area that I'm pointing to. That's what I'm doing, not at you, to the area. I'm going to move this sawmill out and build a new shed for it. I've got some big plans for it. I got some upgrades I want to do. Our feed system here, as I point to that, check it out. I'm going to swap that to hydraulic. Big plans, big things coming up in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Let's get started on this cypress. Let's see what this thing does on a cold start after we started it for a couple weeks. See, we got to make sure we're in. There we go. Alright guys, let's get started on this big guy and whittle it down. Okay guys, what I'm gonna do real quick, we're gonna disengage everything where it's safe. I'm gonna get my chainsaw, just finish that little cut you see right there. Once I finish that cut, that piece will fall down flat and we'll turn it over and we should clear after that point. All right, let's bring it back in and flip it over. Some of our new viewers ain't seen our turner, so check this out. That's how we'll turn these over here. Alright guys, I finally got it down where it's narrow enough that my saw blade clears. So now we can actually saw this thing. All right, guys, I just finished that log up. Got a 10x10 out of the heart. It's a little difficult because it was pretty large. We got some timbers off the side here. So we got a 4-inch piece, a 4-inch piece, a couple 1-bys, then that actually is in 1 3/4 there, and then I got this full 2-inch here. So that's gonna make some really, really nice stuff there. And this is the pattern, you know, the circle saw pattern. Just for some unique stuff that Mr. Charlie may want to make out of this. And check out this 10x10. Really, really, really nice, guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw you on a time lapse. I've got 2 more logs to go and I need to get through them pretty quick, so I'm gonna time lapse it and then we'll talk about it here at the end. All right, guys, it's the next morning. I'm doing my Friday work on actual Friday now. It's not Thursday anymore. So let me show you what we did yesterday. I got it stacked up this morning. All right, so this is Mr. Charlie's stuff again. This is the Cypress. I got it over here stacked up. This is the stuff off of the circle mill yesterday, so we can experiment with letting him see some of the patterns and stuff like that the circle mill leaves on there. Which my saw's pretty, I'd say smooth, but I mean, you can definitely tell there's a circle saw pattern there. But I take pride in keeping my teeth sharp and everything on there so that it runs smooth as it can. And got a pretty good little chunk yesterday, 3 logs there. So this morning, our goal is to take these 2 guys here. We're gonna get a 10x10, an 8x8, and we're gonna knock them out over here real quick because gotta wait and see what Mr. Charlie thinks about the circle saw and pattern and all that. He may want more of that, he may not. So I guess first thing we'll do is cold start this bad boy up and get going. I got a little ignition right here I gotta take out and clean or figure out why. It's kind of got a little hesitation there. And while that is warming up for just a second before we get started, you'll notice that there's no sawdust here. It's been moved, and we talked about the sawdust fairies. Well, last week the sawdust fairy was actually me cleaning up everything. But this morning when I came out, one of my people asked what we do with our sawdust all the time. One of my horse owners came and scooped this up and got it out before I even got out here this morning. So perfect. Oh, you recording?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Regular video.
I didn't want you to be struggling, but I see you doing it over there. How you doing, Mr. Charlie?
Hey Tyler.
Tell me what you do at processing wood. Give us your website. Tell me your website so we can put it in the description below.
Processingwood.com.
All right. What you do there?
We specialize in white oak beams. We can do pretty much any size project from just a beam or cut off to tractor trailer loads of beams.
So what you say is you have beams cut and you ship them.
Yeah, we ship all over the U.S.
Okay,
yeah.
all over the U.S.
Yeah.
And we just sawed for you a 8x8 in some white oak. And then, of course, we got you a couple pieces off the side there. But this piece here in particular, will you be shipping this one?
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put a hewn look finish on this beam.
Okay.
So it looks like it's been cut by axe instead of by Tyler.
Yeah, yeah. Improve it a little bit, huh?
And then we're shipping it up to Indianapolis.
Okay.
Job there. They came up one beam short, so I'm having to send them another beam. So.
That's awesome that it's going to Indianapolis, because if for anybody that knows, and you see that wood miser back behind Mr. Charlie there, I'm pretty sure their head corporation there is in Indianapolis,
That's
Indiana.
right, yeah,
So looks like after he gets a little bit of time whittling on it and making it look like a hand-hewn beam,
right, yeah.
then it'd end up right back up there where they make wood misers. So that's really cool to see. Kind of a full circle thing. And I'm gonna have his description in the link below. We got caught in a terrible rain last time, didn't we, Mr. Charlie? So
Oh yeah, yeah.
we just got wet talking about this, and we didn't have time to really explain what he did exactly. So I wanted to get a better explanation, and his link to his website will be in the description below. So for anybody that watches this and may want a beam or something that may have even came from me and then went through him and shipped to you,
Yep.
there you go. That'll be how you get that.
We also do special projects, a lot of custom furniture with organic or live edge edges on it. So we can do specialty type projects as well locally.
Right, and I seen locally you showed me some of your projects of doing the, what do you call them, the timber framing with the starburst, whatever they call that up there at the top.
Yeah, we in that case, the one you're speaking about is where we wrap some beams that we're going up there out of special material. For
so you're just you're an all-around carpentry man. That's what you are.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna go get his trailer loaded with the beams that you seen us saw on the circle mill and a couple this morning, as well as this white oak beam right here. So let's get to that. All right, there goes another one out, guys. That's week number 2. We saw it from Mr. Charlie there. We got that one leaving out, and we'll be on some more of those next week, so be on the lookout for that. Chris just joining me back here. I gotta close this video out, guys, because I'm gonna try to get this uploaded today on Friday so you guys can watch that over the weekend. Appreciate everybody following. Don't forget, we got the shirts. Go ahead.
Got our shirts.
Wallace Farm and Sawmill. There'll be a link in the description below to a bonfire storefront that we have that you can go in there and you can buy those shirts. Help support us, help support the channel. You got your...
And Patreon. Don't forget to come on over and join us on Patreon, where you get to see exclusive content of the sawmill and fishing and all the fun stuff extra that we do.
Yes. So guys, check out those 2 things. Keep watching for YouTube uploads, and I'm gonna have this one dropping tonight, which you'll see it when I say it's here. So till next time, guys, thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bam.